It requires a ton of experience, but it is one of those things that kind of sets you apart from like an average instructor to a great instructor, is being able to be like, all right, this dude, he ain't gonna care unless I crush him, is he? Like, dang it. Again, that just kind of goes back to culture, right?
Absolutely. Now, like your brand new learners, on the other hand, like they're eyes wide open. Like, I did the thing you want to do, and I did it, and I'm still alive, and you have their attention, right? So you don't have to do things like that. But some definitely, like the more experienced guys, you have to get their attention somehow.
And it doesn't even have to be, that's a common scenario that I use as well. Obviously I've been to Refresher a few times. I'm well aware of that one. But I just want to see it knock it out. I'll give you a not even one tourniquetable wound, a mid-thigh wound that's bleeding pretty good, and one chest wound. Patient's talking to you. I just want to see you run up, do this thing, do what you're supposed to do your call outs, do the proper communication aspects in a timely fashion. Then we do a 5-minute reset AAR, run it again, and just run it again and again and again and again. That's just and that's the RCDP part of it, where you're like, I'm not doing anything, no crazy litter stuff, no long movements, no going through the river or underground in a tunnel or anything like that. I just want to get your feet underneath you, and set a standard for the rest of the week, for instance. Most guys, in my opinion, it is a culture problem. I'm just going to go back to that. Ranger shows up, and for some reason they just care no matter what. And then you get a dude from NSW sometimes who's like the most genius individual ever, despite not having performed anything medical in the last 2 years, and they just shit the bed, for instance. And you're like, what is going on here? You guys went to the same course, you passed the same thing. You could be both from the same graduating class, but you're somehow in 2 years completely different practitioners.
Yeah, absolutely. How do you know when a learner, so let's say you're getting like brand new people, okay? And it's your job now to get them spun up to be truly operational. How do you know that they're ready to move over from like the skills, refreshing the skills, being proficient with the skills, into actually incorporating this?
Well, there's no real like established repetition count, right?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of just based off of what you're observing as the SME there. Some dudes, it takes 1, 2, maybe 4, and you're like, all right, this guy's got it. Some dudes take 14. It's just kind of, again, that goes back to adjusting based off of your audience. You can kind of tell real quickly in real time whether or not dudes are into it or they're not. You're losing them. All right, now I got to just up the ante a little bit then. Once everyone's on the same page and you're like, all right, any questions on, assessing an extremity average, doing the proper intervention in timely fashion? Nope. All right, now it's time to kind of up the ante again. Or else no one's going to pay attention anymore. So it really just kind of comes down to what I tell dudes is, if we get to the end of the week and you never ever want to say, buddy, you all right, or see a tourniquet again, then I've done my job as far as approaching it correctly. But there is real no like hard and fast, when do I move from 0 to 1, from 1 to 2, or crawl to walk to run? You're at the mercy of time. And that's just kind of the nature of the game.